Imagine that you woke up tomorrow and you had everything you ever wished for. You had all the money in the world that you wanted. You had all of the accolades, all of the job titles. You had the love of your life. You had the kids that you wanted. You had everything. You ticked every box. And then imagine you wake up the next day. What do you do now? What do you do now? If you've achieved everything that you set out to achieve, what is there left to drive you forward? What is there to look forward to? What is there to aspire to? Where is there left to go? Here's the thing. We spend our whole lives looking over there. We spend our lives going, I'm going to go and do that thing, right? That's the thing I'm going to get. That's the thing. That's the thing. And you're always going and you're always looking over there and you're working towards over there, but you're not working right here. Because the future is your imagination and the past is a memory. The only thing you really have is what is right here, right in front of you, right now. When I was a little kid, I wanted to be the best drummer in the world. I thought that what I needed to do that was over there. I needed a manager. I needed a big break. If only the right person saw me. If I did this, if I did that, it was going to all materialize right in front of my face. But what I really needed to do was be right here, right now, present. Working on my drums, becoming the best drummer that I could possibly be. So when I hit those drums, no matter what happened, I was already there. Because I was there right here, right now. So imagine that you wake up tomorrow and you have nothing. You have reached none of your goals. Nothing that you set out to do came to fruition. You didn't make the money that you wanted to make. You didn't meet the woman or the man of your dreams. You didn't have those kids that you wanted to have. Is your life meaningless? Were all of those moments, all of that joy, that love, that laughter, that pain, that working through conflict, that waking up in the morning and going for it, was that all for naught? Did it mean nothing? Of course it didn't. But we measure success on where we should be, not on where we are. We measure success on our accolades, on how many followers we have on the snip-flop and the tipple-twalk. We measure it on the job title and is our name on the side of the building. That's how we measure our success. But our success doesn't happen then. Our success happens between day one and then. Every single day, every motion we make, every move we make, every single thing that we do to reach our dream, that's how we live our lives. Those are the things that we actually live. That is our life. Every minute of every day, every second of every minute, every day of every month, and every month of every year. That is what we get. So, imagine now that you are presented with the opportunity of time. And that time does not happen in your imagination in front of you. And the memories that you have in the past that slowly fade, distort, and take a new reality on are just that, memories. Your opportunity is what you do right now, in this space, in this moment in time, right? Look, I often think about what my life would be like if I achieved some of the goals I sought to achieve. If I had become the best drummer in the world and a rock star, would I have the blessings that I have in my life now? My family, my kids, stability in my relationship. I don't know. It worked for Johnny Cash. Could it work for me? I don't know. Your mind is a prison. And the prison is opposite of what a prison is. Your mind is always looking out there. It's always saying, what could I do out there in my imagination, in the future, in this space that doesn't exist? But it's very rarely saying, what could I enjoy about this little moment right now in time that I am living right now? As I sit here, I have a computer on my left with this twirly little beautiful screensaver that looks like a million little atmospheres buzzing around. I'm staring at a round little $4 light that I bought on the internet to attempt to illuminate this lovely Scot-Irish face of mine and my large noggin. And I'm staring at this camera that I'm so fortunate to have to be able to reach you in one way, shape, or form in this amazing digital world that we live in. What I don't have in front of me is a Grammy. Did I want one? Sure, of course I did. Does that inspire you to work harder and try to write better songs? I'm not sure. Because if you're trying to write a song to win a Grammy, are you writing a song that actually means something to you, or writing one that you hope resonates with enough people so that you can be Taylor Swift and win a Grammy? Are you selling out for that over there, or are you doing your best work? I don't know. Sometimes you get lucky and you just happen to be awesome at everything and get lucky and get a Grammy. Billie Eilish. Sometimes it works all in the right, authentic ways. But why did it work for her? It worked for her because she sat in her room and was in her moment and in her feelings with her brother, writing these amazing songs and working at them in the moment. And that moment translated to everyone else's moments in billions of different ways and billions of different environments all over the world, because she caught that moment right here, right now. So what do we want to live for? Shouldn't our goal be not what's out there in the future in our imagination, or these preset determinations of what success is? How are you going to tell me that the Dalai Lama, because he has no worldly possessions and doesn't seek to have them, is less successful or powerful than somebody who has everything, than Elon Musk? Musky. What defines success? What defines us actually reaching a level where we think, okay, we've made it? I've been fortunate enough in my life to reach some of the goals that I wanted to reach. Not even near all of the goals that I wanted to reach, including being the best drummer in the world. There's 3-year-olds on TikTok who smoke me now. Boy, forget it. But the day that you have your biggest success, you wake up the next morning and you realize that's not enough. You want more. You have to get more. You have to go out and work harder and try to get more and try to bring more in. And you try to, this constant battle with yourself for more. But the more that you seek doesn't actually exist in front of you. It's over there. So what about this? What if you wake up in the morning and you take 10 minutes to sit down and be grateful for what you actually do have right now in this moment? It can be as simple as a hot cup of coffee, some bubbling bacon, fresh air through the kitchen window. Because to me, those are really the best moments. I went surfing yesterday, and it was amazing. It was mind-boggling. Nobody was there. I went at County Line, and anybody that's been to County Line in California, it's always got somebody there. It's an amazing break. I went there. There was not a soul surfing. It did occur to me that maybe I missed the tsunami warning, or there was some sort of militant shark or large sea lion there killing everyone that went out surfing. It did occur to me, but I said, you know what? the world, the higher power, God, whatever you want to think, is helping steer the reins in this battleship of a world we live in, put me in this place for a reason. And maybe that reason is to watch this glorious orange sunrise come up, watch these pelicans fly by, have a small moment with a very large sea lion that I thought might be the reason that nobody else was surfing. Turns out he was looking at me in the same way I was looking at him. Why are you and I the only people here? And maybe my purpose was to sit there on that break for a moment in time and just be present with no one else in front of me. The first time in 20 years in California I have ever been out in the surf where no one else was there. The first time, a windstorm, flat day, worst surf conditions in my life. This time, I caught 35 waves, one after the other, clean rights. Beautiful. I just could not fathom why no one was there. But I, for the first time in a very long time, was completely there. I was present. I was aware of these blessings bestowed on me at my favorite surf spot. I was warm in a wonderful wetsuit, state-of-the-art, awesome wetsuit, not like those old ones that wear you out even paddling. Feels like a second skin. I was on my Anderson board, my very favorite four-fin little pumpy little shredding ass board. I was sitting on this Anderson board, the same board that broke my bottom teeth out only 3 months earlier. The same board that I refuse to retire because it makes me happy and I surf it well. The board that was made by Anderson himself, who is no longer with us and probably died because of the chemicals in these boards and for years of making them. And it occurred to me that what was out there doesn't mean anything today. What matters today is I could watch this orange sunrise come up out of nowhere, out of the black abyss, shine on me, this very large sea lion, and this perfect little waist-high break. Surfing on my Anderson surfboard that was a gift from someone who is no longer with us. And maybe that was my definition of success. Maybe living in that moment for 1 second made me appreciate everything in my imagination that might come in the future and everything that exists in the foggy, distant past of my remembrance, Anderson included. So sometimes when you wake up and the world's going to shit in a handbasket and you're wondering, how did I get here? Everything sucks. Climb on your busted ass surfboard. Catch that wave. Remember the people that died in the process of giving you these blessings. Remember those people that helped you and paid you so that you could afford to get that surfboard. Remember, everything that you're doing isn't about tomorrow and isn't about yesterday. It's about right now. And put on your big boy pants and big girl pants. And stop complaining. And find the joy and the success in every day. This is Dylan Berry. This is the Why It Matters podcast. Appreciate you for listening. And I'll see you next week.